Something different tonight, friends. We are cleaning our hand pans. So in order to clean your hand pan, you're gonna need some rubbing alcohol, a clean cloth, and wipe it down nice and good. You're trying to get all the gunk off of it. And after Make Music Madison this week, my hand pan was covered with literal drips of salty sweat. Ew. So yeah, they're getting clean today. So wipe it off, top and bottom, with the alcohol. Yeah, this could be a 30-second TikTok video if that. Oh my, yes, look at that. Very funky stuff coming off my hand pan. So once you've got it good and rubbed down and it looks like all the finish is fairly even, is usually kind of my indication, and you can see there, there aren't a lot of fingerprints or a lot of smudges. Okay, so I've got all the crud off. Next, oil. So I use Isthmus Instruments hand pan oil. I can show you this. Yep, so this is the stuff that I use because that's an Isthmus hand pan and they came with a drum. I also have some Pure Sound wax. And what else have I got around here? Probably some Planet hand pan oil packets. Sorry, I don't have those at hand. Ha 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 ha. Okay, so next I have a cloth that I've been using, and this is like a sheet kind of thing, not a terry cloth. It's just like a piece of sheet. And so I put the oil on the hand. Well, we're cleaning hand pans. Oop. And so you just drip a little bit of the oil on top of the hand pan. And actually, this is kind of backwards. I usually do the bottom first and then the top, but we'll just have to do them all. And you just rub it all over the hand pan. Your maker, especially for those of y'all that have like engraving on the top of your hand pan, your maker may give you different instructions on what to do to protect that finish. So if your maker has told you to do something else to prevent future rust, then do that. Okay, so there's the top. Here's the bottom. Make sure you go in the edge of the goo, but not inside. Like, I don't usually clean and wax or oil like the inside of my pan. And I need a little tiny bit more oil on my cloth here to do the bottom. So a little tiny bit more, just a couple drops. Doop, doop, doop. Come on. Doop, doop, doop. Doop, 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 doop. I am almost out. I'm going to have to buy more. Okay, so oil it good. And you want just a thin coat all over the surface. I always think when I oil my hand pan up like this, it kind of looks like those professional bodybuilders when they're performing and they like, remove all their body hair and they like oil their bodies to show the contrasts of their muscles. Okay, so now if I bring this up close, you can see lots of shine, lots of glimmer, lots of gleam. All right, same on the bottom, no fingerprints. And then last but not least, take your microfiber cloth that I hope you keep in your hand pan case to just generally wipe off your hand pan when your hand pan needs wiping off, and give it a wipe down. And this just makes sure there's any of that extra oil is just gonna get you don't wanna leave a lot of oil on the hand pan. Get it on there, wipe it off. Looks so shiny. Okay. Yeah, wow. It's really bad what salt, water, sweat does to your handpan finish. Oi. So, I now put back on my rubber rim guard. I like to have the split of the rim guard right in front of my belly button. I don't know why. I think that's the way it came. And these things are always such a nuisance to put on, but protecting your rim is a very important thing. Once you get it started, I use this kind of just like hold it and tap it on method. Because of course the problem is you're going to get around to the end and it's going to be either really short and you're going to have this gap, or it's going to be really long and you have to like play wiggle squirm to back it out. What did I end up with? No way! Look at that! It's like perfect! Doo-doo-doo! Hey! Okay. Yep, right back on there, nice and tight. And last but not least, my rhythm rests, which help my handpan from sliding off my lap. And these are great because they're grippy rubber, so magnets with grippy rubber on the top, and it stops the handpan from sliding around. And also if you have to set it down on the ground, it makes sure that you're putting it down on something that isn't going to scratch your handpan. Rhythm rests, they're wonderful. Okay, so we have a cleaned up handpan. I think it sounds better when it's clean.